bad, but it didn't track that well anyways. Back here for a second. Okay, we are good here. So I'm back in. I'm still in Toronto. I wanted to go west with a heavy haul load, and I couldn't find both. So I'm going to the Sioux. We've got this 52 tons. Not too shabby. Good load on this truck. It's going to be a quick trip. It's 8 hours, which is half an hour in the game, really. So we're going past Winners. Some famous Winners. Ring Bar. I'll stop it now. We know we're in Toronto because I believe if we look to our left, we'll see the CN Tower up there somewhere. Somewhere. Not CN Tower, where the hell are you? It's on our right. I think so, because I think we're going west out of Toronto. Let's see where we are going. We're going we are going west. We're going up the 400. Goes to Barrie. In this case, it branches off to another highway, the Trans-Canada, probably. To go through Parry Sound and then up through Sudbury, and then west to Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie being across from, well, there's another. There's an American side too. But we'll go to Sioux, and then we'll see what cargo we have for a cargo on the Sioux. Should put in that I have some commands here. We can do them. Show you. I have. Go back here. and carry on in the game. I have to move this down so I can see my chat. There, I missed my chat. Sorry, Chrono. Couldn't see my chat. So I've got Streamlabs chatbot. I have 3 commands that work so far. Exclamation time, or stats, or uptime. The time tells you what time it is. Stats gives you a bunch of stuff, and uptime tells you how long you've been up. But I need to find a list of other commands that I can easily cut and paste. I found one reference, but I can't cut and paste from it. I'm not good at typing, but I want to have things like, see, stats, blah blah blah. Oh, is that good? And then time should tell you what time it is here. Sometimes you want to know what time it is where conversion is. This is not that bad a long load. It's like I'm still inside, staying inside both sets of lines here. Yeah. So time should tell you the time, and exclamation uptime should tell you the uptime. There we go. Oh. Yay! I'm just like one of the cool kids now. I need to find the command for Discord, and I also need to find out if there's a command to tell you the commands. I'm not sure if there is. I saw somebody type command, I think, on one of my streams, looking for commands, and I had none. This is ship propellers. This is a bit of a long load. Oh, and I had turned the rain up just to be obstreperous or something. I don't know why I did it. Let's turn the rain down a bit. There. I mean, rain's nice, but... Hey, Tracker, how are you? I was just telling Chrono that I have implemented Streamlabs chatbot. So now I have... Jeez Louise. Okay, go, and then I'm going to pull out here. You're gonna let me out because you're such a nice guy. I like that because you are not a nice guy. Well, I've got 3 commands, but I need to do Discord, and I need a way. I want people to be able to go exclamation. They'll use commands Discord and Facebook, I guess. And I also need to put a few timers in. So I can get some messages pop up. But I think I need to read the documentation. First cross country run today as well. 5K and, oh geez, I didn't even go today. 5K in 22. Wow, good for you. Excellent. Excellent. Well, you said you're trying to put on more muscle too, right? And pump up the volume like Hans and Franz, or... Okay, did we need to go here? I guess not, because we're in the wrong lane and I don't see any green there, and I didn't get a prompt for it. So I don't think way stations work on Canada Dream. My cheer is now Galactic Stardust. Cheered me 435 bits on this afternoon's run. That was cool. And I got a couple of followers, I think. But yeah, I need to figure out how to do more options in the Streamlabs chatbot. That's pretty good. And cross country is well, I guess your time depends on what the cross country is like. If they give you a cross country run cranking up and down hills and going through a swamp, then your time is going to be different than cross country through a field. How do they set a course? Oh, okay. Oh. That helps. Yeah, Kronos, I'm trying to get a timeout or cooldowns to work on the commands, though. Supposedly, you can to prevent people from typing the same command in over and over and over and over. You can put like a 1 to several minutes. But I can't get that to work. But again, like I said, I think I have to actually read the documentation, so might be a trick. They may only take you may have to reconnect or something, or I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, I guess, if you come back to where you finished, if you finish where you started, then the uphill and downhill even out, but depends how they even out. How are we doing for gas here? I think we got enough gas for... We got good mileage. 1,800 kilometers, we gotta go 5, so... We can gas up along the way if we think about it. AnkBot is has a cooldown. Streamlabs chatbot used to be AnkBot. Apparently. So it does have a cooldown. Just I changed it, didn't seem to work. Maybe it did. You can test it for me. Try whatever command. Try time. Try using the time command twice in a row. Because maybe the cooldown just doesn't work for me when I'm testing it on my own site, because it'll be pointless trying to. So yeah, Chronos. If you can do the time twice in a row, see whether it comes back as a me. Aha. Does work. Okay. And it didn't give you a message. Yeah, it just doesn't work. Okay. Like it worked. It when I typed time twice in a row, it did it right away. But like I guessed, it's because I'm testing it. So okay. So Florence. Yes. I believe Florence is going to hit on Friday with 220-kilometer winds. Is that what they said? I read some, and apparently there was a report on FEMA last year, did a poor job last year reacting to all the disasters they have. But I wonder if Trump has gutted FEMA at all. Like, I wonder if Trump has cut back so FEMA will be even less well. Well, I know they've done a count. For some reason, the count of people dead in Puerto Rico last year from, was it Maria? It was like 38 people. But that's because the infrastructure that collects how many people are dead was broken. Now they've gone through, and I think they've thousands or tens of thousands of people, tens of thousands, I think, dead in Puerto Rico. And Trump had been going in saying, "Oh, we did really great. We did really great job," and like all the great things he did, and they did a shit job in Puerto Rico. So. There was a third of the budget, I think, from FEMA for Puerto Rico went towards tarpaulins, and they never got there because the two guys that formed an instant company to bid on it, they didn't even know how to source tarpaulins. Somebody else was going to do food, and they just outsourced it to a wedding caterer company, which was like, oh shit, no. So. And Doug Ford. My take on the drama is that for all his talk about this being a democratic process, first of all, and saying that people voted for it, he talked about general downsizing of government, get rid of the gravy, stuff like that, and everybody does that, and everybody votes for it without thinking, what about services? He never said specifically, I'm going to cut back Toronto. It's vindictive. But my main issue is cutting back Toronto now, right in the middle of the preparation for the municipal election. That robs the people of Toronto of their democratic right. Not the downsizing, but the timing. You may be able to run Toronto with less councillors. It's not necessarily going to run better, because I think councillors have to be sort of divided up by population, but also by interest. What the particular group has in common, so somebody can represent them effectively. So. Well, he says the people said yes. He said the people said yes because they voted for him. And he said that he was going to cut back on the size of municipal governments. So this is just him going through on what they supported him for. And it's being disingenuous, really, because he never said Toronto in half. So he'll put through the notwithstanding clause. It'll happen. There'll be a court challenge. They may throw out the late election results because they won't have time to do an election. See, Toronto amalgamated, right? So they got a lot of councillors because they were forced by who forced them. What's his name? But yeah, they were forced into amalgamation. So was Ottawa, I think. I mean, we amalgamated and we got a lot of councillors. Apparently he's saying, before he'd said no way will I change Ottawa. Well, now he's saying, well, I might, because I think he wants to diminish the view that Toronto is purely partisan. If he says he's thinking about other places, then the courts won't say you're picking on Toronto. But he says, oh, all sorts of people have been calling me from Ottawa saying we want a smaller council. You know, name 3. I think Toronto was 44 and they went to 47. I don't know. You know, by all means look at it and look at why the council. I think Toronto Council is less dysfunctional now that the Ford brothers aren't there, but I know Giorgio Marmolini is pretty bad in Toronto, so you almost need an independent commission to look at why is it dysfunctional. Is it because you've got a few jerks, or are there too many people? Well, Ottawa. One problem with Ottawa is one reason they argue that we do need more councillors than others is because we are supporting we are a bilingual city, and I guess that means we have more issues. Don't know. We've also got to deal with. We also have to interface with the National Capital Commission. Parks and shit. I don't know. But, you know, if he's going to be consistent, Ford really should say, okay, let's cut in half every council in every city, town, village, hamlet in Ontario. Yeah, see, rep by population doesn't really work that well at the municipal level. I think because oops, come on, missed that post. Well, at the grassroots level, you've got a lot of different issues. Some areas are public housing. Some areas are industrial parks. Some of them are really rich areas. So you're going to have different interest group and different needs for a councillor to represent. So you need to fine tune it. This truck. I like this supercharged engine I've got here. Let's see. What was I going to look at? I was going to look at the map. That's why the hell I went there. Oh, Sudbury. We missed Sudbury. I can't remember whether you actually see the big nickel. I'm not sure what you see in Sault Ste. Marie. go north of the Sioux, we'd go to Wawa. There's a big goose at Wawa. I'm not sure what the Sioux is going to give us, though. Greyhounds? There's greyhounds in Sault Ste. Marie. No, I was thinking in terms of, I don't know, is that a team? I was thinking in terms of what's iconic about Sault Ste. Marie that the designer is going to put on the map for the city. The locks and the canal. There's a canal through the Sioux. There's locks from Lake Huron to oh, they're donkey team, yeah. Okay, no, I meant iconic things. They're gonna put up like a big thing, like a tower or a goose or the Sioux. Oh yeah, the Sioux is from Superior, Lake Superior to Ontario, Erie, Huron, Michigan. So here. Close to America, maybe at the border. Well, there is a border crossing there, but I'm not. I wonder. I'm assuming that when we come into Michigan, into the Sioux, on the left, we'll see the canal and maybe some big containers, because they have container prefabs in the map, right? Let's hear somebody's house. Hey guys. And more people's house. And there's a whole row of houses. This is interesting. I guess that's what along this highway. I mean, there's a lot of little towns and stuff along here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the Sault Ste. Marie is famous for the locks. This is interesting, though. Sort of. Well, unless something different happens. Okay, it's interesting seeing these buildings along here, but if we keep doing this for another 10 minutes, it's going to stop being industry. Being interesting about a minute ago, so I know. Want me to, do you want me to tune it back a bit? Because I like sitting on the roof. Let's crank it back a bit. That any better? That any less loud? What, didn't really change it much, did it? Houses and nothing. Two little houses and nothing. I hope these people know each other, and I hope the kids have learned too. I wonder if their kids, hopefully if they have big families, because I think you'd have a lot of losses here. You know, you don't have to tell your kids to go play in the traffic. They walk in the front door and whoops. Oh, that was exciting. Whatever the hell that was. Supposed to represent a bunch of little hamlets or something. Oh, we're gonna do it again. Well, I guess the developer of this map figured, oh well, I'm on a roll. I can do this again. thing is, this engine revs high too, right? There, get down there. That's better. It revs the torque range for this in the specs for this. This is an engine in the workshop, and there's a copy of sort of a spec guideline for the manufacturer that the developer put, and it basically says rev this engine hard, and the torque range goes from 1500 to 2200. I have to move the front steps when the train passes. That's cool. Any gas? No, I don't. We're good. I mean, we could, but we're good. So is that, did you make that up, or is that true that they really have to move their front steps? And is there a YouTube video then? Must be. I got my form yesterday to vote in the municipal election, and I also got a form for 2 other people, so I'll just return to sender and send them back. You fought over the spelling of 2 words? Was one of the words fought? Sorry, I couldn't help that. Air? I never heard of air. Air is a place. Does he think air is something that goes in tires? That kind of air? I know tire, I've seen tire, but I'm pretty sure tire is a British spelling, not a Canadian spelling, but I don't know. But I guess all you have to do is just find a dictionary and see how it's spelled in a dictionary, and then you fight over whether that dictionary is representative of Canadian spelling. Does he spell fire F-Y-R-E too? Is he a medieval monk? Gyre? Does he gyre and gimbal in the wave? We go back inside here because it's quiet. Ah, it's so peaceful. Putting on the brake shot. Use British English and use Canadian English. Well, then you're both right. If you're using British English. Although, if you are in the English Canadian school system, you should be using Canadian English. Just as should not use American English, where, you know, labor is spelled L-A-B-O-R instead of L-A-B-O-U-R. I still don't understand though why you spell fought F-A-U-G-H-T, but maybe that's British also. It is fiery. It is, yes. Fiery. Oh no, yeah, I think it's fiery. Yeah. Well, we're close to the Sioux, I guess, so we should be seeing the canal on the left soon. Your grade 9 teacher used UK English as well? Well, fire them. Get them out of there. Fiery. Hello, that garbage bag and rage. That garbage. Oh, that garbage can out back. I remember your name now. Yes. Hello, guys. Oh, people are just wandering in. Good. I've got this propellers, ship propellers, going to the Sault Ste. Marie, which is, I believe, possibly a port for ships for Thunder Bay. So, possibly a reason to have it there, and they are 52 tons, which is not bad. I have not had a chance to try another 77-ton load with this truck, but I will be looking forward to it. Welcome from your Canadian Walmart reader. So I've implemented a chatbot. I have implemented Streamlabs chatbot, and I have, let's see, let me go here and check it. Where the hell am I? Gotta edit that one. Okay, so I got Streamlabs chatbot, but the only commands I have are time, stats, and uptime. Oh jeez, now I have to change this bloody screen. I don't want that there, I want that there. See? And then back here. Oh. Shit. And I've also implemented crash the truck, apparently. Dang. Sort of good reactions. Oh yeah, what did I say? Time, uptime, and stats. Oh. So I didn't see any canal yet. Maybe that's it up there. And I also have a 1-minute timeout, which apparently works. Cooldown timer. People don't spam with the commands. But I need to figure out how to do things like Discord, give people my Discord link, and Twitter, and how to list the commands. I don't know. I need to add a timer with messages stated that pops up for me, like maybe 10 minutes or something, says welcome to the channel. And that'll be my cue to do my little spiel. Like, I don't want to have a long canned message because I prefer to actually... Oops, live. So you say rediscovered. Let's go like this, because this is long. Oh, hopefully I did not damage the trailer when I did that. Nope, just the truck. And we can fix trucks, right? Okay, tracker, yes, because you have school, you have traffic to deal with in school, and assignments, homework assignments, and cross-country running. Hasta luego. Is that the other one? Weird the way this truck sounds like it's stalling every time. I guess because it's a diesel, it can afford to just drop the revs and torque. They got those big Jesus cylinders. You have school tomorrow and can't sleep? Why can you not sleep? You have homework we have to do for you? Hey, FedEx. You can sit right close to me. I thought this was a train crossing at first. I was thinking, here? No. Oh, you have insomnia. Well, that's what I'm here for. Help you just cool down for the day. Proceed to the unloading area. I think if you take the regular, I never looked, but I think if you take the regular parking, you have to back in here. Warning, petroleum pipeline. Like, don't whack this, you idiot. Insomnia sucks. You go running with Canadian Tracker. And we're happy. Good. King of the road. Okay, well, we have to go get fixed, I know that. Hopefully there's a place in the Sioux to get fixed. There is, right there. What do we get? Well, I got a Fitbit, and my Fitbit tells me when I'm sleeping well or not, but I can usually tell, but it sort of helps me. It nags me to get to bed earlier. I've discovered if I have coffee after 4, it can sometimes hit me at 2 in the morning, so that's one of my bugbears. And I did today, so, oh dearie. Oh dearie, dearie, dearie. So, we're going from the Sioux, and we ought to go out west. Do you mean Boise? Well, that's west-ish, actually. We could, you know, we could go through Canada and then go down. Did that. Up there. Don't think you can. Get back here. Back here to the Sioux. What do we got? We've got Boise, Texas, California, Quebec, wrong way. Seattle and Kingston. We've got nothing going the way we want to go. Oh, that's kind of stupid. That sucks. Let's go get repaired first. You sleep better when you're sick. Oh, well then we should say we hope you get sick, man. Not. Okay, stay there, trailer. We're gonna journey on off to get repaired. And then I guess after we get repaired, we can do a sleep. So this is Sault Ste. Marie. Looks an awful lot like every other place. Oh, okay, don't put the gas here. Why not? Why not? Metro Canada, 3 diesel, $3. Diesel price $1.12. The sign says $3.17. Oh, I bet you that's per gallon. Bet you we're in gallons here. No, we're in liters. That's strange. Wait for you guys to get out of there. You might not get out of there. Anybody coming? No, nobody's coming. So as long as you guys get through fast enough, I can slide in behind this truck. There we go. There we go. Doing okay, Mel? Having fun? Oops, yeah, sorry. Chatting with Mel and forgot to hit the road here. So, viewers, thank you for viewing my stream. Like somebody hit somebody there. Oh, they're gonna have to do a little dance here while they figure out whose fault it is. Or they move so they can get out of here. So thank you for viewing. If you're a follower, thank you for following. And if you're a subscriber, well, really thank you for subscribing. You can use your Amazon Prime too to subscribe. And if you subscribe, then I'll whisper me your email and I'll send you a copy of one of my 2 books listed on my Twitch page here. Also listed is my Discord. An invite to my Discord. So if you want to join my Discord, go for it. And I've started putting commands in my chat, so I can do. Ooh, thank you, Galactic Stardust. More bits again. Thank you, I appreciate that. I was gonna say I've got I've got 3 commands. Only 3 commands. You can do exclamation time, or stats, or uptime. And that's the only 3 commands I have that are working so far. Yep, this is the coast to coast map. I'll just a sec, we'll repair this from our oops. Actually, no. Yes, it's the coast to coast, and it's also the Canada Dream map. We are now in Canada. And then we are no longer in Kansas. Here we are. So coast to coast is kabunk kabunk kabunk. All this stuff somebody around a mucking did. The middle of the coast to coast is kind of boring, and Canada's kind of meh. But this is the Canada Dream map too, so we're here. We're gonna go up through Marathon, and we might go Fort Frances. So we have to go west. I want to go west, so we'll see what we can get. Day 14, you can finally subscribe. Cool. I don't understand. understand, Reg. Yeah, I know middle of where we life. What do you mean day 14 you can finally subscribe? I don't get that. Don't get it. So where are we? Looking for... We already looked at this. We got nothing. We got nothing. The Sioux going west. We've got Quebec and Kingston. So, unless we went back to Sudbury, then we got stuck to that to Mexico. So we're gonna do a rest. I guess we can turn the lights off too, eh? We're gonna sleep. We can also turn these off. We're gonna sleep. Otherwise, they'll be going in the middle of the night. They'll be waking everybody up. Right? Press the following key to rest. Oh, I didn't know that. Prime. Okay. I had a Prime for a long time before I realized I could do that. Okay, job market. What do we got going west, young man? Go west. Parry Sound? No, that's not west. Sept-Îles? Stewart. Ooh, look. It's only 12 tons though. Old military supply trucks. We could do that. That's kind of cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a save. Save this as military. Does that look kind of cool? And then we'll do another sleep. I kind of like that. Retired truck driver just got into ATS. Really miss driving. Now, why did you pick ATS rather than ETS? Or you're retired American driver? Okay, from Sioux. Again, Sept-Îles. We might have to go back to that other one. We'll do one more sleep. Oh, all right. That sucks. That sucks. My girlfriend, who's 50, 60 now, a couple of weeks, fell into a construction hole in downtown Toronto in the dark and landed on her head 5 years ago. Got massive concussion and damaged one of her ears, like inside, and screwed up the balancing in there and has massive vertigo from that. Partially because it's giving the wrong signal. So it can really knock you down. Did we sleep already? Can't remember what we did. Did we sleep? Detroit, Toronto. Sept-Îles, I guess we did. Or didn't. Oh, I guess we have to do one more. Okay, let's see what we can get for a job. Alabama. Nothing. Wow. Okay, so we're going to have to take the 12 tons to Stewart. Well, actually, we can do something like this too. We can do it's 2300. We can set the time to be 1600 in the afternoon, like that, just to see if it gets something. You know, we can just pause longer. That's why I turned off the engine and the lights. Really bad idea to keep the lights and the engine running if you're trying to Manitoba. 1 ton, an empty trailer to Fort McMurray. That's going to be boring. Hey, Lady McCoy, how are you? Glad you could pop in. I'm just trying to find a cargo here, and I might take 12 tons to Stewart. We're cheating in a way. We're just changing the time till we move far enough. We got Stu Switch is here, who is a retired truck driver. Indianapolis, Clayton, New Mexico, Saskatoon. Russell, Maniwaki. No, let's go back to the one we saved. One more? Okay, and if this one doesn't give us anything, then we go back to the one we saved, because that wasn't that bad, really. It was okay. Like, I want to get another 77-ton thing that crushed this into the ground before to see if it was the trailer or the truck. Hey, Labrador City, Manitoba. That's sort of okay. That's not 12 tons. That's 27. No, let's take the old army trucks. What the hell? We had a couple of people that left that had, I think, do homework or go to bed because they had to go to school tomorrow, but some of us don't. Hopefully none of us are on the East Coast in the path of Hurricane Florence. Or if we are, we can get out of the way in time. It's going to be one hell of a... There we go. Okay. Gonna take that, and that's from Walbert. Yeah, we're good here. So this is the truck we have. Southie, Kentucky. This is the truck I have of Freightliner FLB. I just like the look of the flat nose Freightliner, and since I drive a lot of ATS in a Scania, I'm partial to this. And I'm using an automatic transmission, but it's a 19, my engine supposedly, it's a 1968 Cummins Supercharged. It gives me, what does it give me? It gives me 1,000 825 horsepower. It gives me 2267 pound-feet of torque, but the sweet range is from 1500 to 2200. So the note that came with the guy who modified the engine said, "Rev the hell out of it." Oh yes, cab over with air ride would be just very rough. I was watching some YouTube videos of this trucker lady that I was following, for Wona somebody or other. She's Polish and from on YouTube, and she'd been learning over the years to drive trucks in Poland, and eventually got her way up to doing these overnight jobs with the great big wind turbine blades. She came over here, did a winter of ice road truckers, met up with Alex Dubowski, whatever, one of the guys from the TV series, and then in the summer she went to the Edmonton oil fields with the new truck. She was with the company and they'd bought her a new truck. He was hauling mostly fracking sand, I think, up into there. And after every trip she'd have to stop and duct tape and fasten everything back because the roads were so bad up there. The pay was good, but the roads were so bad they just shook the hell out of her truck. And they tried to fill the potholes as best they could, but I'm pretty sure it's just gravel. You know, these are not, and plus it's far up north, so you get a lot of frost that screws it up. Ooh, I can't really see. I can see in the mirror though. Oop, that was off. Oh, and it'll let me hook up. Got a very wide tolerance. So we have. I wonder what this is going to track like. Is this one of these self-turning trailers? Self-steering? No. No. There's an awful lot of. Really? Is it not? I'm trying to see if they're. I think it might be because the back end is. Crank it again to get a read, because once you crank it, then the trailer. I think they are self-steering because it certainly seemed to turn strangely there. So we'll be good. We'll be good. Yeah, well, but I mean, these weren't paved roads. These are just gravel roads and dirt roads, and they have graders going back and forth constantly over these roads, and they're just. So she had a nice new truck, air ride, and you know, like on the cab, and she's just bouncing all over the place. So I can imagine that old cab over, you know, your kidneys would go. It'd be like riding a bike. Motorbike with, you know, like a hardtail motorbike. Well, see, it just about dies whenever you step on the gas. It's weird. It's weird. The other engines don't do this, and it just. Oh, it's idling like 600, and then you step on it, and it just goes. Well, an air ride truck is softer. Yes. Yeah, could be a big difference. What's our time here? Yikes. Oh, let me check and make sure we've got all our nice lights. Beacons to be good. There, the beacons. Lots of lights along the road, along the load, I mean. One of the things that I follow some heavy haul guy, Sergey Drachev, online, and I've learned that yes, you have to chain your load properly. And the loads in this game are pretty cheap with the binders. Oh, I getcha. Yes, yes, in the curve, and it just until you got used to it. Yeah, I getcha. So welcome viewers to my stream. Thank you for watching my stream. I'm driving from the Sault Ste. Marie up to Stewart. It's Stewart. Is it Stewart? Yes, it is Stewart. With, can't see it, but there's old army trucks on here. Not sure why they're going there. I suspect somebody bought them. Maybe they're going to use them in the bush for hunting. You think? Or just as to run around and do chores and stuff in the logging camp, because they'll have big tires, high suspension, you know, all-wheel drive, doo-dah, and they'll probably be in really bad shape because they were driven by drivers who definitely didn't own them. No owner-operators, so. And then it drops down to about 1500, so it's a high revving engine. Maybe because it's supercharged, I don't know. But it gave me 825 horsepower, which is the Freightliner as is came, I think, with a 560 or 570. I think that was the stock one with the mod the guy did. Yeah, 550 cat. So this is a 825 Cummins. Supercharged. So folks, we're really moving along. Anyways, yes, back to my spiel. Thank you for viewing. And if you're a follower, thank you for following. And if you want to subscribe, use your Amazon Prime for that too. And I'll send you a free book. Just whisper me your email. Or as Galactic Stardust has shown, you can just shower me in bits. I don't have my now playing going. I should take that off, eh? I'm not doing tunes because I wanted to put a few of these up on YouTube. And Twitch and YouTube get upset when you play copyrighted music. Oh yeah, and if you want info about my books, it's on my Twitch page below this stream. And there's also an invite to my Discord channel. We got stuff in there about upcoming convoys and information on mods for trucks and stuff, and a self-promotion channel where you can promote your stream or your books that you sell, or art that you paint, or peach pits that you hand carve and make available through Etsy, or your editing services that some of the students in here may want. So feel free to chat. Sorry, Sorry, Stu, I don't always, I sometimes forget to look at over at the chat here, but feel free to chat or lurk. Some people just put it on and then be on and then do their homework or go to sleep. Automatic transmission. Sorry. Stu's Twitch. Thank you very much for following, Stu. Appreciate that. I'm looking back. I missed ladies. Automatic transmission. Yes, it's a automatic. I think this is a 16+2. I have a G29 wheel and a shifter and pedals. And I did the Eaton Fuller 13 speed for a while, but it was okay. I got to it, but to be honest, I like to just sit here and relax quietly, and I rationalize the fact that a lot of European trucks now come new with an automatic transmission. So the only problem with this automatic is if you're going up a hill, it hunts a lot. It'll go down to crawler 1 and then up to A1 and then crawler 1, A1, go back and forth. But if you can set your tab to make it go from fully automatic to sequential, and then you can just use the I think it's the control and shift keys. So you can force the shift. You can put it in manual automatic basically. So you can say, okay, crawler 1, okay, now go to crawler 2, okay, now stay there. Just stay there, okay? Wait till we get up this freaking hill. So, you notice it's 5:42 and now it's getting brighter. The farther in this game, in both ATS and the ETS, the farther north you get, the brighter it gets. At this time. That's not what I meant to say. The further north you go in the summertime, the longer the days and the shorter the nights. So it's not even 6. Look, quite bright out. Getting over 2,000. Time for this engine to shift down. Port explodes. Come on now, you can do it. There. Well, we were high enough that I think we probably went down to like, what? 1800. Let's slow down a bit. Yes, because people yes, the guy that I follow, the Sergey Drachev, who does heavy haul, like he does 80,000 pound. I mean, this, 70 ton loads in this game are not realistic. Not with these, not with. We don't have nearly enough axles. The game when they give you a 70 ton, but he does heavy loads, and he has a standard 13 speed because it was cheaper. He bought a new truck. It was cheaper than buying an automatic. But he's been driving for so long, he's fine. He just floats the gears. He's good. But he does have an electronic logbook, which is, I think, hooked up to the tablet he has for his GPS. He had a TomTom, I think, and he got tired of paying for upgrades, so he just has a GPS and uses Google Maps. Because he was getting them wrong, it wasn't Google Maps. He always programs in his own routes anyways, or often has to, because with a heavy haul, he has to get permits for every state, and they're always routing him through these weird places, so he plots it in by hand. So. But he's got it integrated, so. And I guess it's pretty hard to fudge like the e-logs now. And the inspectors and the, you know, the people at the weigh scale know how they work. Auto shifters, I guess, give you better fuel economy, and also if you're hiring drivers, they keep less crunching of gears. Yeah, no more carrying 3 logbooks. No. See, it makes it simpler. I guess the problem is often the drivers had to fudge the logs because dispatchers would screw them over. I guess it depends on the company you're with. First, Northern Road to Hearst. Hey. So, get up there, where we are. I've driven out to Dryden, and then out to Winnipeg. So, yep. And I grew up in Kirkland Lake, which is up here between Rue and Aranda on the highway. But I've driven up, not through Maniwaki, but I've driven up the other route and up to through the bay, and then taken the northern route and taken the southern route. And driven to Winnipeg. So we're going, I guess we should go this route since we haven't been this route and we want to explore more of the map. And I think it's the same, isn't it? It's like 8 more miles or kilometers. But yeah, Stewart. So Stewart, BC. So I guess we'll eventually see some. This way. No, we won't go this way. I was gonna say we eventually will see some mountains. Canadian Scientist, I thought you would, I thought you'd gone away to, I don't know, do homework? Oh, you're a road instructor for a truck driving school. The biggest problem I had was shifting. Well, I guess the problem with shifting is knowing when to shift. And then getting good enough that you can float the gears so you can shift without the clutch, because this Sergey, he starts off with the clutch and then he's just up and down, up and down. And you can do that in this game actually. You use advanced shifting, but it's pretty hard to do because you can't feel the RPM matching. You know what I mean? You can't tell when you're close. All it does is it grinds the gears when you're not close. So. And you can't really see the RPM well, and you can't hear the engine as well. It's not like being in a real car or truck. So. I learned when I was 16, which was, I don't know, 60 years ago or something. Well, not that far, almost. On my grandfather's Land Rover that had a 4-speed with a high and low range, and it was non-synchromesh. I think it was the early 60s Land Rover or something. So I double clutched in the Land Rover, but I don't think I ever learned to float. Oh no, maybe I did. I did learn to float the gears, and it just. But you know, I can see it being hard. I mean, it's hard to, because I guess it's hard to know where you have to go. That's the problem I found, even with this, with the 13 speed. You know, I'm in a particular gear, and then I slow down and go around a corner, and maybe I have to be 4 gears down, or 3, or 5. And I guess if you're good, you know. I would guess. Oop, nope. I guess you're better to guess a little too far down, a little too far up. If you guess a little too far down, then you're just over revving a bit. If you guess, if you don't go far enough down, then you'll stall it. So. Yes, and I'm sorry I'm not in Brazil again, Reg, but we will be back with ETS. I'll finish my job and I'll get back to ETS and do more Brazilian. So, have a good night, Reg. It is getting late, it's midnight. Okay, I've got 44 hours to go, and at this map, that's 44 times 3 is still a couple hours of driving time, so I'm thinking I'm going to quit at midnight. I do get to sleep in, but depends. There's renovations downstairs, and they may just be starting up again. Have a good night. Yes, have a good night. Sure how long am I going? Somebody can go. Somebody can check my uptime. I have commands. I have 3 of them. Somebody type in exclamation uptime, please. There we go. Oh, 1 hour, 24 minutes and 49 seconds. All right. I have uptime, and I have 3 of them. I have time, that tells you what time it is here, and I have stats, that gives you stats. And I have to find out what the other commands are. I want to at least tell people my, see, look at that, alright. I want to tell people my stat, I want to tell people my Discord. So it's midnight at the Oasis here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like they do in the Russian map, and they pull off the road. You look on the Russian map, and there's trucks all over the bloody road. All parked off the side. In fact, they don't even pull off much. We'll turn off the engine, turn off the lights, we'll put on the parking brake, and I'm going to check and see who else is wandering around the countryside here. Let's see who else is driving right now. And maybe we can raid them. A raid being when everybody goes over to the other channel. Well, fell swoop. Well, Crusher is playing. Crusher is playing Infra, first-person adventure playthrough. Let me listen to him here.
No face. No. Of course it's locked. Everything in here is locked.
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
It's one of those person things. Why don't we go over to Crusher? It's completely different. But he's a trucker too in our group.
Okay, I'll look for it. I wish we could take a picture of that.
I mean, you don't have to follow. You don't have to follow in the raid, but if you want to. Oops, shit. Let me try this again.
I'm not sure where to enter in the code at. No, can't use that. Probably over here somewhere.
I spelled his name wrong, and I didn't do raid.
Wednesday,
There we go. Okay.
Is there a number? Central Metro Station.
Wait for that to time out.
Central Metro Station. Gotta go look at that code list. Hey, Raven.
Yeah, people have to get to bed too.
Central Station doors. 8453.